So this is the complete hardware prototype for the proposed topology. So where I'm using a 2 inverter. So this is inverter 1 and this is inverter 2, and as you can see that this is the DC link of the inverter 1 and this is the DC link of the inverter 2. So in order to provide the 2 DC link, I am using one is this solar emulator I'm using. So this solar emulator is having a rating of 15 kilowatt, and one I am using this as a bridge rectifier, so through which actually I am giving the supply, because in this proposed topology I have proposed 2 switching algorithm, complementary switching algorithm and per phase balance switching algorithm. So in complementary switching algorithm, so common DC bus we cannot use it, and for per phase balance switching algorithms we can use the common DC bus. Now you can see, so this is the output of the inverter 1 and this is the output of the inverter 2. So output of the inverter 1 and inverter 2, it is going to the primary winding of the transformer. As you can see that, so this is the R phase, this is the Y phase, and this one is the B phase of the inverter. So R phase of inverter 1 is connected to here, and R phase of inverter 2 is connected here. Similarly, Y phase of inverter 1 is connected in this winding and Y phase of inverter 2 is connected in this winding. Similarly, B phase and B phase is connected, and you can see that the secondary winding which is going to the current sensor, and from here it is going to the grid. So in order to control this inverter 1 and inverter 2, the DSP board which I am using is F28379D. So as you can see that this is the getting pulse of inverter 1, this is the getting pulse for inverter 2. So in order to integrate with the grid, actually what we required a theta reference. So in order to take the theta reference, what I am using, this is the complete control circuitry. So as you can see that this is the AC voltage sensors, this is the DC voltage sensors, and this is the current sensors. So the AC, from where I'm taking a reference from the grid, as you can see that. So I'm taking a reference to the voltage sensors from the grid, and this is the current which I'm getting. So output of this sensors, actually it is going to the DSP, as you can see that DSP. So this is the current sensors input, and this is the voltage sensors input which is going to the DSP, through which actually I am controlling the inverter 1 and inverter 2 in order to pump the current to the load. And as you can see that this is the wire of the DSP through which it is connected to the system, as you can see that connected to the systems, from where I am taking a complete control over it. So now in order to implement the first complementary switching algorithm, as you can see on the screens that this is the chroma through which I am supplying a power supply of 200 volt DC, and right now I have switched on, so ID reference I have given equal to 0, so no current it is pumping. And the second input which I am taking it from the diode bridge rectifier, this diode bridge rectifier, as you can see that the DC which is appearing is 203 volt between. So as you can see that the DC it is going through this wire, and that is the solar emulator input. So both the DC bus I have not sorted, and what I have seen, actually I was seeing, so how much now actually, so now I am going to give it the ID reference. Now I am initiating the controller, and now you can see on the screen, so first one is the phase voltage, pole voltage of the inverter 1, this is the pole voltage of the inverter 2, this is the phase voltage across the R phase winding, and this is the common mode voltage which is appearing between the midpoint of the capacitors, and this is the current, load current pumping to the load. This is the current which is pumping to the load. So as you can see that this is the complete operations which is happening right now, as you can see it. So this is one power supply, this one, and this is the another power supply. So both the sources I am feeding from the different sources. So as you can see here, so even for the zoom portions also you can see the common mode voltage profile. So this is with respect to the complementary switching algorithm. So as you can see here, the common mode voltages which is appearing between the midpoint of the two capacitors, so that we cannot sort the DC bus. Now this is the complementary per phase balance switching algorithms, where this is one DC source and this one is the another DC source. Now I am feeding from this one and this one, you can see. So this DC is actually coming from the solar emulator, this DC is coming from the diode bridge rectifier, and as you can see on the screen, the common mode voltage which is appearing between the midpoint of the capacitors is completely zero. As you can see that this is the fourth channel. As you can see, this is the fourth P4 which is connected to the midpoint of the capacitors. As you can see, this one is the P4 and this is the midpoint of the capacitors. These are two wires are the midpoint of the two capacitors. These two wires are the midpoint of the two capacitors, where P4 channel it is connected. P4 plus is here and P4 minus is here, which is connected to the fourth channel. As you can see that the fourth channel, the complete common mode voltage is zero in this case. So this is the A page pole voltages. This is also a pole voltage of inverter 2. This is the phase voltage across the inverter 1, and this is the common mode voltage, and this is the current which is pumping to the load. So as you can see that the common mode voltages are zero. So now we can sort the DC bus. So now I am going to sort the DC bus. Now as you can see that now the common DC bus I have sorted. So when the common mode voltages are zero, now you can see that the DC bus which I have sorted here, so the positive is connected to the positive and negative is connected to the negative. So the DC bus which I have sorted, and this yellow and black wire which is coming from the solar emulator. As you can see that here the positive is connected to the yellow and negative is connected to the black one. And this is the solar emulator which is having a power supply which I have given is 200 volt, and initially ID reference I have given equal to 0, so the no current it is pumping. Now I am going to give it the ID reference. Now as you can see on the DSO, so after sorting the DC bus also, the current which is pumping to the load is perfect sinusoidal. So this is the primary side of the current actually, which is coming from the inverter, and this is the pole voltages. This one is also the pole voltage of inverter 1 and inverter 2, and this is the phase voltages, and this is the current which is feeding to the load. As the common DC bus I have sorted, so this is the midpoint of the capacitor at the same potential to be 0 1. So now in order to test the complete closed loop, as you can see on the screen, this is the grid voltages. R phase, Y phase and B phase grid voltages are there, as you can see, which I am taking as a reference for the PLL. As you can see the here, so this is the reference which I am giving to the voltage sensors, and this is the current sensors through, so output of the voltage and current sensors, it is going to the DSP board through which I am controlling these two inverters that I have already explained this one. So this is the DC supply. Now I am going to, as you can see that these are all the three currents which is feeding to the load. So now the current is 0 because the ID reference which I have given equal to 0. So the voltages are appearing. Now I am going to give it the ID reference. So now as you can see on the screen, now ID reference I have given. So I have initiated my controller at this point. So after that the current which is feeding to the load, it's going like this, as you can see on the screen. So this is the current which is feeding to the load. So this is the complete circuitry. So here what I have seen, so ID and VD which is in phase, as you can see that ID and VD will be in phase with each other because IQ reference which I have given equal to 0. Now I will change the IQ reference and I will show how the current will change. Now you can see now IQ reference I have changed. So this is the phase voltage which I am taking as a reference, and this is the current which is changing actually, as you can see here. So by changing the IQ reference, how the current it is shifting. Now even the IQ reference I have changed a lot. So now you can see that how the current actually it is shifting as compared to the previous one. So by changing the, we are having a full control over the ID and IQ. So by changing ID and IQ, we are getting a shift in the current and the voltages with respect to the grid. Even further you can see there is a shift in the current and the voltages by changing the IQ reference, as you can see on this screen. And this is the further IQ reference I have changed. So now you can see the shift.